Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for September 19th to the 25th. This is for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising. And if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity to your reading. And to get a little bit more specific, the reason I do this is because I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. Now, Sagittarius, this week, we're entering Libra season. That's the big news, all right? That happens on Thursday, all right? Sun goes into Libra. We also have a new moon in Libra at the end of the week on Sunday. And so, Sagittarius, this is all happening in your 11th house, which is great because not only is it your friends and your network, your social network, your community, neighborhood, but it's also your hopes and dreams. All right, that's what the 11th house rules. Now, this new moon in Libra, listen, I love it. There is one aspect of it that I'm not super cool with, and Venus is going to square Mars, but all in all, majority, it is a good new moon. So we'll see what comes up in your reading. All right, we'll see what comes up in your reading. That said, why don't we go ahead and get started with your reading for September 19th to the 25th. Again, this is for Sagittarius, Sun, and Rising. As I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread, and it is what my clients prefer. If you want to book a private reading with me, you know where to find me. Secondly, Sagittarius, if you are new to my channel, it would be so great if you like and subscribe. Really does help my channel grow. I noticed in just looking at my algorithm, a lot of y'all actually come every week but don't subscribe, and it would be great if you just subscribe if you want to. I'm not even gonna put any pressure on you there. Now, astrologically, as I said earlier, well, if you want to follow along, I put all the key astrological dates in my description box so you can look through there. But right now, Sagittarius, and I've been saying this in all of your readings, Jupiter is in Aries. It's your 5th house of love, okay? Also creativity, also family, all right? We also had Mars went into Gemini in your 7th house of partnerships, which really validates this whole, we're moving into this new arena of love for y'all, okay? Even with work, possible new job, possible new career, possible new boss. But also, that last full moon that we had was in your 4th house in your domestic sector, okay? And so again, there we go. That rules your domestic life, your home, your family, your children. And I'm seeing a lot of that here anyway. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's the thing. I love that you got the Wheel of Fortune, all right? Listen, Wheel of Fortune, this is a card of karma, all right? Good karma and luck. And, it's ruled by Jupiter, right? And as I said earlier, right now, Jupiter is in Aries, which happens to be your 5th house, all right? So there's a lot of, you could have had some things put in motion recently, all right, regarding that. It's, especially, I'm getting a lot of pickup with creativity. There could have been something that you wanted to launch that you finally, had the green light for, all right? Or there could be some new ideas that you had that you were just like, I pitched it and, I sold it, just like that. Crazy things like that. Excuse me. So a lot of greatness could have, let's just say luck, all right? There could have been a lot of luck that just happened for you, but luck that you earned, if that makes sense, because it is a card of karma as well. All right, so that's really good. That's really good for you, and this falls in all areas of your life. Okay, that's really amazing. Remember, Mercury is in retrograde right now, so if you do happen to get a new job, if you happen to, start a new program with, I don't know, acting course or whatever, just read the fine print. That's all I'm asking. Now, listen. This is why I have no concern for you, all right? You got the 6 of Wands in the heart of your spread, all right? That's amazing, okay? That's that's all about victory. That's all about success. All right, public recognition as well. This week is going to be swell for you. I don't know if people use that word anymore, but I'm bringing it back. This week is going to be swell. You are going to get the attention that you deserve, okay, and the recognition that you deserve. Everything that you've worked for, okay, you've earned it. Now, you got the Ace of Wands, but you got the Ace of Wands in the challenge area, in your challenge area. And so the Ace of Wands, Ace, ushering a new change, new beginnings, all right? Wands, remember, all about our ideas, our passions, a lot of it having to do with enterprise, career, work, side hustles, things related to work and our jobs and whatnot. Now, when it comes up in the challenge area here, there is a disconnect, okay? Especially when it's coming up in the challenge with the Six of Wands, all right? So I want you to think about that. I want you to think about, is the thing that you are being celebrated for something that you actually want, all right? Is there something that, and is there a new opportunity that's you've been thinking about, pursuing? Is there, even, and it, again, it doesn't have to, this is mostly related, if you're here for career, mostly related to career, but I am getting the message that for some Sagittarians, this is also related to things at home, all right? Related, I think, for things at home, whether it has to do with your kids, whether it has to do with a partner, or whether it has to do with your actual physical home, or even your parents too. Listen, because I'm getting a lot of family energy in addition to, that full moon that did happen in Pisces. But in the end, Ace of Wands, remember, this is just being in the wands, our ideas, our passions, and consider this a spark, right? And you wanting to turn into this blazing inferno, all right? And so you can see the leaves growing out of the wand there. I want you to think about that, all right? Is there something new that you have been exploring, but maybe feel like, I don't know if I'm good enough, or I don't know if it's the right time? Think about it a little bit more, all right? That's all I'm asking, because I mentioned earlier Mercury is in retrograde, okay? Mercury is in retrograde, and then we also have, we also have Venus. Mercury's in retrograde in Libra, but this week Mercury backspins into Virgo, okay? And Virgo, we know, Venus in Virgo, that is going to be your 10th house. And so that's the only reason why I'm saying, listen, give it some more thought, all right? Give it a little bit more thought. Either way, you're still good. I'm not saying that what you're doing right now is wrong. I'm just saying, if there's something that you really, really, those movies, right? Where there's like the waitress who has his dreams of being a big singer, but she doesn't have like she lives in, I don't know, I'm thinking of like Coyote Ugly now. She wants to be like this dancer for a bar, but she lives in, I think it was like Hoboken, New Jersey, and she grew up like really poor. And do you know what I mean? Like, she had this dream, but she wasn't pursuing it because of all these other things in her life that she's like, no, I'm too comfortable. Things are good. I don't know if I'm good enough. Do you know what I mean? That's the analogy I'm going with. I'm sorry. It's the first thing that came up, and I have no idea why. You did get the Two of Swords, all right? And this is another reason why I'm putting so much emphasis on this, is because this is you in your head with a decision, all right? So, again, if you're not here for career, this still could relate to home, all right? With whether it's a partner, whether it's something at your physical home. But it looks like there is a decision going through your head right now, or you feel like you're stuck in a place where you cannot feel. It's challenging to be stuck in this situation where you don't know whether to move forward or not. It is a very emotional. You see all that water, all right? You see she's wearing the blindfold, which makes it challenging for her, and she almost doesn't want to make this decision. But at this point, you're just going to have to trust your instincts and I wouldn't even say that do that now. Do it every day. Always trust your instincts, okay? Always find the time to build up that intuition so you can be able to trust your gut when those times come. You did get the devil, all right? So, Sagittarius, deep down inside, the thing that is holding you back is something, and yes, I said that as clearly as you heard it. Something is holding you back. Again, remember I asked you earlier, is there something else out there? And so the devil, when it comes up in the root of your spread, the devil represents, all our bad vices and our bad patterns and bad habits, and even drugs and alcohol are, when it comes to this card, addictions, okay? Listen, here's the thing. You can see the two people here, they're chained, but the chains are loose. So they can move, they can leave whenever they want to. They just don't want to, all right? Because they're so stuck on these, bad behaviors and these vices and addictions, right? The devil's really got them here. And so that's how you feel in some sense. I feel like there's a part of you that you do want to let go, that you want to leave behind, something that's not serving you well, all right? And it could be even like a certain way of thinking, all right? There's, when we think certain, let's just say like even like thoughts of negative thinking, right? Like I don't know if I'm good enough, or I don't know if I can do this. That's the devil. That's not you, all right? So that's the devil filling you up with self-doubt. But for those Sagittarians who are also feeling like there is something that just you shouldn't be doing. Let's think about that now, all right? Let's think about that, because in the end, you just feel so much better about yourself, all right? You feel so much better. You feel a sense of relief. You feel like you're finally moving forward. And you feel like it's, at some point it's time to move forward from the devil, right? You can see his vampire bat wings here, okay? It does suck all the energy out of you, okay? And this is black magic at play. I'm going to have to, that was my doorbell. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. That was my, I've never done that before. My, I don't know if I said earlier, but I actually had COVID. So I've been recovering from that, and I haven't had a voice. My voice is finally back, but that was just the medication that I needed to help me get over this last hump of it. But I'm good now. I'm fine now. I'm good. Okay, so that said, but yeah, so deep down inside, let's think about that. Let's think about that one thing that it's almost like the little devil on our shoulder telling us one thing and the angel on the shoulder telling us the other. Let's not listen to this one anymore. All right. 6 of Cups. I love that you pull that in your future. All right. This card, I feel like, doesn't get enough credit. And, the 6 of Cups, I'm very grateful that, and I'm very glad it's been coming up in a lot of signs readings this week, okay? So that's been really great. All right. You see that, first of all, 6 is the heart of the tree of life. So, and it is all about harmony. And this is your future here, okay? And this is really great. One thing I want to point out is that you can see how enlarged the house is, all right? Sag, listen, when you have a house this big, this is the biggest house in tarot, by the way, there's so much comfort and security, okay, in your future. You're fine, okay? And also, one other thing that I'm going to point out is that I'm getting the message that some of y'all are actually going to, and this is actually, this makes sense because Mercury is retrograde right now. A lot of y'all are going to have these moments. People from your past are going to come back into your life at some point this week, okay? And, it may be someone that you just randomly writes you on, Instagram, okay? Or Facebook or whatever. Or it could be something that, you're watching, I don't know, a video, and someone that you went to college with comes into your feed. You know, that actually happened to me once. I don't know if I ever said this story, but I read through all my comments, you know, and that's why it's so nice and uplifting to hear everyone's comments. But someone that I went to college with, someone who I hadn't seen in like, I'm not even gonna tell you how long that's been, but it's been a long time. Was like, oh my god, Jimmy, like it was so funny, and it was during a Mercury retrograde. But listen, that is just, you know, just FYI, just keep, if that should happen for some of y'all, keep it in mind, because these moments, every moment in our life happens for a reason, okay? And so when we run into people, even if it's just to bring that nostalgia, that sense of nostalgia, that joy in your life, let it happen and just feel it, okay? Because, you know, I say in a lot of my readings, like nostalgia, you can Google it. So much research has been done to prove that it does improve well-being and, you know, mental health and, you know, just overall wellness. And so that is your future here, all right? And if you need that nostalgia to help give it a little more so be it. And that's great, and I love that. So expect a lot of comfort moving into this week. Now let's get to your staff. Sagittarius, if you are new to my channel, it would be great if you like and subscribe. Secondly, I'm like, did you see what? Did you see? I'm like, okay. Secondly, Sagittarius, I love you. You know I love you. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here with me every week. Now, this is an excellent, I love what's going on here. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to show what you got. All right. And, you know, your final card, you got the Sun. Just proving that you're in a good place this week. All right. Now, but we did get the Moon. All right. So listen, we did get the Moon, and the Moon is, listen, it is a very emotional, the Moon is very emotional, right? And so when you get the Moon, yeah, sure. I think that some of y'all are going through this moment of a little bit of distress, okay? Or this week, you may be going through that, all right? You may be going through a little bit of that. It's so weird where the Moon sits, first of all. You know, it's between the star and the Sun. So it makes sense astronomically, right? Between the star and the Sun. But it's, for me, the placement has always been strange. But then when you really think about it, it does make sense, because this is a card where it is almost like there's a lot of distress, there's a lot of fear, but you see the two animals here. One's a dog, one's a wolf. They're not two dogs, as some people believe. It is a dog and a wolf, and the reason why it's a dog and a wolf is because this card, the dog and the wolf, they represent evolution, all right? So we do have to go through this emotional journey to evolve as human beings, okay? And so it looks like there is a part of you where you are, if you think about what's happening here, remember I said, is there something else that you could explore? Something that you may have wanted to do, something that, you know, is where you're stuck between a decision, and then there's this part of you that won't let you move further with that, right? And now you have the Moon, okay? And so this week, just know that I think that you are going to be able to make that decision, all right? Whether it is just letting it go or just moving forward without feeling that, or just moving forward feeling good about yourself, okay? I think that is something that's going to happen for you. Again, I think, especially because the Sun is there, I think that is just more affirmation. But you did get the Fool, so hey, someone's gonna come through, okay? Someone's gonna come through and just really help you move forward in this place where I feel like you're on this roll. You're in this really good place. Your future, you have so much security and comfort there either way, right? But someone's gonna come through and just be that like a muse for you, all right? Someone's going to remind you of, that, remember what I said about the Six of Cups, about that nostalgia, someone that could be coming into your life, but someone could be coming through to just remind you of being that inspiring person that you are, or just someone who's going to show you that there is so many different things you can still do if you're stuck in a place where you are being celebrated and have all this success, but someone's just going to remind you. It's almost going to be like a gentle reminder, like, hey, take that leap of faith, you've got this. Yeah. And it is going to be, listen, you also got the Queen of Pentacles, all right, in your external factors area. So someone is going to also just bring you a lot of money. Someone's going to someone's going to actually be there to the Queen of Pentacles. She is the richest queen, right? But she's also she's that queen that takes care of everybody in her kingdom, all right? Especially, if think about the mom, being about the mom with all her kids, and buying everything that they need and making sure they have everything they need to live a full, satisfied, happy life. That is the queen and the people in her kingdom. So there's going to be someone that's looking after out for you, all right? In terms of money wise, if you need money for certain things now, all right? You did get the Knight of Swords, which I love. Call it Uhtred, son of Uhtred, right? From the Last Kingdom. Just bold, courageous, wanting to just move forward, boom. But also, lastly, the Sun. Hello. Hi. This is amazing. I love that you got the Sun in your final outcome card, okay? I call it the BFY, the big fat yes. The Sun is, as we know, the most powerful symbol in tarot. Not only in tarot, but in the world, all right? Think about it. Think about you and me and our pets and our kids and our families and the billions of people on this planet. We're all alive because of the Sun, okay? The Sun. Earth exists because of the Sun. That's how powerful the Sun is, okay? It is the center of our solar system. Listen, when it comes up in your final outcome card, you have nothing to worry about. This is going to be a very good week for you. If there's any challenge, it's for you to see that there is so much more out there for you, okay? It's for you to, if you have those big dreams like the girl from Coyote Ugly, all right? No, I'm sorry that I'm making that reference, but I don't know why that's the first thing that came to mind. There's millions of movies, but yeah, just know that you are well protected in so many ways right now. You have nothing, there's nothing here that's like a red flag. The devil coming up in the root of your spread is actually something that I'm glad did come up, because again, this is showing that there is a part of you that may be stuck with a certain way of things, okay? Or something that's just not serving you well. And this, okay? A lot of Sagittarians know this, all right? So otherwise, remember, your future is golden. You're fine. You're great. There may be an emotional moment, especially with, the Two of Swords in your crown, but this is exactly what you need, right? It's exactly what you need. It's like it's almost, consider it like a pep talk, right? It's like the one person, I'm not going to make a movie reference anymore because I'm so not good at this, but oh, actually I am. Here's one. Bridesmaids. It's when when Kristen Wiig's character, when everything started falling apart for her, and she's like, and she just wouldn't leave her house, right? And then Melissa, I forget her name, the one who won I think she won a Golden Globe, but Melissa McBride, you can leave in the comments who it is, but when the best friend comes in and jumps her on the couch and gives her the pep talk and whatever, and then suddenly Kristen Wiig's character is like, Annie, that's it, she's doing it, everything works out great for her, and life is even more perfect than it could be because she finally like did the thing. She went after her dreams and yada yada yada. So this is basically what your spread is this week. Sagittarius, I love you so much. Thanks so much for tuning in. Oh my goodness, I went way over on this reading. I always go so over on your readings, but 26 minutes. Sagittarius, thanks again. Again, if you're new to my channel, it'd be great if you like and subscribe. And hey, if you're a subscriber, you know I love you, and you also know I can't say that word. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Bye.